So 3 registers, they're assigned for each of the ports for the input and output function. So one we call DDRX, then the other is we call just port X, and the other is the pin X, right? So X here stands for the 4 ports A, B, C, and D, right? So first one will set the direction of the data, right? So let's say you have a microcontroller here. And for example, we take port A, which will have 8 pins.
Sir, why is it represented like this? Sir, micro, C.
C stands for controller.
I know, why this? Because it.
It's what?
Microcoulombs.
Yeah, anything you can. I mean, what applies here, no?
Oh, okay.
Okay, what is relevant? C can stand for many things. Right? C for centigrade or
Cosmos.
now. Okay, so there are 8 pins. This is how they are numbered. Starts from 0 to 7. Right? So if you want to declare this port or set this port as the output port, so maybe we can make a pause for a while. Okay, guys, so we have taken port A for an example, and we would like to set this port, let's say, as the output port. Right? So then we have to use this register DDR for port A, it's written DDRA. Now, if you write like this 0xFF, so in binary it will be all ones. So what it will mean? Hello guys, so we have assigned 1 to all the bits of this register. So what does it mean?
Sorry, output.
Output.
So all the pins will be set as the output pin, and data, the direction of the data flow will be like this from the microcontroller to the output. Right? And then if you want to send some data, then what you have to do?
We have to put all zeros in all the ports.
Put all zeros.
No, not put all zeros. Put some particular places one, and in other place, and the rest of the other places zeros. In binary OB 0010 as you wish on the particular respective eight ports of port A B C D A B C or D.
So whatever data we want to send, we have to write it on this register called port. So that register port, we have to write the data, right? Since we are using port A, so it will be, register will be port A, right? And you write the data. Let's say our data is data, right? This is a variable where the data is stored. So you write, so the data will be written on port A, and as soon as you write the data, so port A is already connected to the pins, right? So that data will appear here. Right? Is that clear, guys?
Yes, yes.
So let's say our data has a value something like this. Data is 3, right? So if data is 3, then which of the pins will be high here? Which will be low?
If data is 3, sir.
Hmm.
The key.
Sorry, 0 and 1.
Hmm? Huh.
Right. So data 3 means if you write in this in decimal, in binary it will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, right? So that means these two will be 1, right? 1, 1, and rest will be 0.
হ্যাঁ, স্যার আমার একটা প্রশ্ন আছে এটার ব্যাপারে।
Yes.
Sir, we don't start from 7, right? We start from 0, right? In other words, the sequence of binary. Hello.
Sorry.
We don't start from 7. We start from 0, the sequence of binary, right?
Okay, so that is how we send the data. And if you want to receive the data as input, then DDRA. What we should write here? DDRA.
Sorry,
DDR is OX00.
Yeah, 0x00.
Sir, এটা তো 0 হবে 0x, right? OX না, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So all the bits are set 0. 0 means there will be, all the pins will be set as the input pin, right? So now we want to read the data, and how do we read?
Yes. X equals to pin A if DDR A.
So we have to read the register pin, right? So for port A, it will be pin A, right? So pin A. So let's say we have declared a variable data, right? So whatever we have in pin A, that will be transferred into this variable data. We assign to this variable data, right? So data will have, this is how we read the data received, right? Any question, guys?
Sure. This quote unquote data variable can be named anything, right? It's separate from the X that we presented for represented for ABCD, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just a variable. It can be anything. It can be also X, no problem.
আরেকটা জিনিস স্যার, ওখানে যদি বলা হয় যে হাউ ক্যান উই রিড দ্য ডেটা, তখন কি মানে ওই পিন এক্স রেজিস্টারের ব্যাপারে বলবো যে উই হ্যাভ টু রিড পিন এক্স রেজিস্টার নাকি
Yes,
দ্যাটস দ্য কারেক্ট অ্যান্সার, রাইট?
right. So we can also individually, I mean, set the pins as the input or output pin, like we have set all the pins as the output, all the pins as the input, that we were setting up the whole of the port as the output or the input port. If you want to set individually, right? Let's say if you want to set these two pins as the output pin, right? And let's add, so we want to set, let's say, pins 0 and 1, right? Set these two pins as the output, right? Output pins. So what should we write? DDRA. DDRA is equal to
0x
0x
0 0
00.
no sorry 1 1
ওটা কি? হ্যাঁ,
1 1
জিরো জিরো সব জিরো তারপর 1 1, সব জিরো তারপর লাস্টের দিকে 1 1, মানে 0 3 0 3।
03, right? So probably easy to understand if you write in binary. So all will be 0, right? And last two will be 1 because we set as the output. Right? So these two we have set as the output, right? And when we assign 0, so all these three will be set as the input, right? So now let's say that we want to set pin 1 and 0 as the output pins, and other pins remaining unchanged. We don't want to disturb or change the status of these pins, right? So they should remain same or unchanged, right? Only these two we set as the output pins, right? So how we can do that?
I have a question.
Yes.
When you say remaining unchanged, তো আমরা যখন আনচেঞ্জড রাখি, এটা ডিফল্ট কোনো কিছু থাকে যে ডিফল্টে ইনপুট পিন হয়ে থাকে বা
Default is input here.
default. Oh, yeah.
So we want to set this as the output and keep them, I mean, undisturbed. I mean, we don't want to, you know, change their status or affect, their status. So without affecting them, right? We just want to set these two as the output port, output pins. So how we can do that?
Port dot one.
Sorry,
Sorry, port dot zero equal to
port.
no. Which one are you? Which one is it?
Guys, first we have to set, we set the port A, right? Whole of the port as the output port, right? Then here we are showing that we have set only these two pins as the output pins, and the others, since we have 0, so they will be, set as the input pins. So next step, we are trying to see how we can set these two as the output pins, while others, their status remaining unchanged, right? I mean, we don't put 0 here or anything. We don't force to change their status.
আমার মনে হয় একটা কাজ করা যায় যে DDRA equals to দাঁড়ান DDRA equals to না সম্ভবত DDRA একটা ডাট তারপর মানে or equals to 0x03 সম্ভবত I'm not really sure but that might be a way. Hello?
Very good.
Hmm?
So if you write like this DDRA and you OR with 0x03.
Yes.
So what we are trying to do here, so let's say that
Sir, I had a question, sir.
Can you let sir explain first?
Okay, no problem, bro.
so we have this register where this is our DDR register, 8-bit register. And we don't know what is here. It can be 0 or 1. They can be set as either input or some as the output, whatever is here, we don't know. So our objective is to set the first 2 bits, the pins, as the output pins. So these two, right? We would like to set these two as the output, right? Output pins. So what we do, so we have to assign 1, 1, right? And others remaining 0, right? Now this is, I mean, this is 0x03, right? And this is in hex is 0x03. So this is what if we are doing the OR, right? If you do OR with the what we have already in the DDRA, right? So this is 0. So this will not change. If it is 1, it is remain on 0, it will remain 0. So this will not affect, right? So these bits will not get affected, remain unchanged. Now these two will be forced to change to 1. If they are 0, they'll be forced to change to 1. Right? Or if they are already 1, they will remain 1. Right? So these two will now set these 2 pins as the output pins, while others will not get affected, right? So this is how we can set any number of pins, or it can be just one pin as the output pin or as the input pin, right? So for input it will be 0, right? For output it has to be 1. Any question, guys?
Yes, sir.
What question?
Uh, Sir, in which case will we use AND, bitwise AND?
And when that situation comes, then we'll discuss. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this statement we can also write in a short form. So this is written as DDRA. This is odd and then equal 0x03. Right? Instead of DDRA. So if you take whole things here, right? We have already DDRA. So that's equal. This is same thing like if you want a simplified, I mean, if you have something like this, x is equal to x plus a, is this equation, right? So this equation we can write in short form x plus equal to a. So this means x equal to x plus a. So this is called the compound. I think compound assignment. Is that clear, guys?
Sir,
Yes.
when we write the particular numbers for DDRA, should we always consider it in hexadecimal format, or can we give it in binary format as well? In other words, for the specific rule for pins 0 or 1, output pins, and the other remains unchanged. ওই জিনিসটার ক্ষেত্রে?
Both are okay. Both are okay.
আর স্যার তখন কি 0x দিয়েও কি বাইনারি লেখা যায়?
No, 0x for x.
ওখানে লেখা আছে তো সেটার জন্য
Okay, so no. So here we are, I'm going to set 2 pins as the, if you have to set just 1 pin, let's say you want to set pin 1 as the output pin, right? Pin 1 as the output pin, so what do you do? So we can write while remaining, keeping others unchanged. So we can write 0x0. 0, what should be here? We should have here
1. Sorry, 2.
right. So now what we have, so now we want to use only pin 1 as the output. So these are pin 1, the second pin, right? So if you put in binary 1 0 1 0, it will be 2, right? So others will be 0, only this one will be 1. So this will be 0x02. Right? So that will set this pin as the output pin, only pin 1. Right? And there is also another way to write that. If it's just 1 pin, sorry. We can also write DDRA dot 1. DDRA dot 1, that is equal to 1. So dot 1 means the DDRA register bit 1, right? This is bit 0, this is bit 1, right? Bit 2, bit 3, right? So we're assigning this, right? We have to assign this 1 to set pin 1 as the output, right? So that's how we can write, right? We can, and that's how we can refer to any of the bits of a register. Is it clear, guys? Any question?
Yes.
Just a moment. Hello? Any question? अच्छा 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 ठीक है अच्छा अच्छा নাজমের সঙ্গে কথা বলেন ওখানে কে ফ্রি আছে ওই সময় দেখতে হবে ঠিক আছে Okay, guys. If you want to, individually set the pins of a particular port, so then you can also use this notation. And this is also we can use for any register. Like we have set this port as the output, sorry, pin this as the output pin, just one single pin, and we want to write the data or send data to this through this pin. Then we have to write on port A, right? This register. Now port A register only since only pin 1 this as the output pin, so we just need to write on this bit 1 of port A, so that we can indicate like this port A dot 1, right? If you are sending 1, then you write 1, right? Or you are sending 0, write 0, right? So that is how we can also write data individually on a particular bit of a register. Any question, guys?
Yes, sir. Above the port DDRA.1 equals to 1, should we, if we use this type of notation, then we can only assign 0 or 1.
Yeah, that's only one bit, no?
Okay. But in that case, can we write it in hexadecimal as well? I know that is it
No.
possible, or will we be given an error, or we're not allowed?
That you can try, but I think that will probably give an error. A single bit. Hexadecimal is for 4 bits, no? 4 or 8.
হ্যাঁ, 1 or 0 0 অথবা 0 1 OX 0 1 or OX 0 0.
You can try. You can try and see how it comes. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Any question?
No, sir.
যখন আমরা লিখে চালাবো ওইটা। হ্যালো স্যার, একটা কোয়েশ্চেন ছিল যখন আমরা এটা লুপে চালাবো, ধরেন এক একটা টাইমে এক একটা পোর্ট আমরা সিলেক্ট করব। বুঝতে পারছেন তো স্যার, রাইট? হ্যালো,
Sorry,
ক্যান ইউ হিয়ার মি স্যার?
can you repeat?
When we use that kind of notation, DDRA dot x equals to 1 or 0, when we use that kind of notation, ওইটা যদি লুপের ভিতরে আমরা চালাই, মানে if we add a loop in it, then should we assign that মানে dot number instead of dot number? Can we do dot n as মানে, you understand, right, sir? মানে what I was trying to say.
No, I'm a little bit confused here.
Okay, I'll write it down in the chat box. Yes. Within a loop.
We can think about that later. Let's
Oh, okay, okay.
focus on the simple things. Let's don't make it too complicated. Let's understand first the basics, simple things.
I was trying to interrelate the embedded sorry, programming with C with this one. So sorry, sir.
No problem. Okay, so how many registers did we talk about? No, for today.
3 registers.
What are those three?
Port X, pin X, DDRA. Sorry, DDRX.
Okay. And who are here? Monica Farzana, are you here? Monica not present. Asif Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
So what is the function of DDR register?
Sir, DDRX we would use as sir input port. For example, if we sir DDRX, sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Sir, especially DDRX, we will assign this as input port. For example, if we consider for A, that is DDRA, so 0 into sir, say for example 00. So the data in input DDRA can also be converted into sir the pin A.
Pin is a different register, no?
Yes, sir. Pin A would be sir. Pin A is the input register, same as sir DDRX.
Fayaz Ahmed, are you here?
Yes, sir.
So what's the function of this DDR register?
Sir, it is used as either input or output depending on depending on what we are providing in the bits.
Can you repeat?
Sir, it's used as input or output depending on what we are providing in the bits.
Used as input or output?
Yes, sir. Depending on if we are giving 1 or 0 in the bits. If all are 0, then input. If all are 1, then output.
Okay. So is the function of DDR register clear to you?
Yes, more or less.
More or less.
Hello, sir. Did you ask a question?
Yeah, I'm asking question, but individually. Okay. You don't have to.
Okay. I went to the washroom. So
It's okay.
sorry, sir.
Jubair Ahmed.
Yes,
Jubair,
sir.
are you here? What is the function of DDR register?
Sir.
Hmm?
Sir, there are 8. I mean,
Hmm?
sir, we can send it to the port. I mean, as input or output, and I mean, we can
Send what?
also send the send those. I guess as as a signal. I
What
mean,
signal?
uh,
DDR stands for what?
sir. Actually, sorry.
Data driven.
Qazi Nafiud, are you present? Qazi Nafiur Rahman. Not present. Kutubuddin Bajid.
Sir, I'm here.
Okay, so what's the function of DDR register?
Sir, the DDR register helps us to choose whether a port will be an input or an output.
Right. Okay, and how do you do that? How do you set the port if you want to use this as an output port?
Sir, for example, if we put port B as and if we want to choose port B as an output, we use the DDR B register and we input OB 0B1 inside to make all the pins output. And if we want to make it an input port, we use OB000 as in 8 zeros to make it an input port.
Right. Laila Nahar, are you present?
Yes, sir.
What is the function of the register that is named pin? EIN.
The PIN.
Yes.
Sir, it is also used in DDR register. It determines whether the pin is an input or output, and basically the port register controls whether the pin is high or low.
Talking about pin register. There is a register called pin. What is the function of that register?
Sir, it is pin is just an input.
Just an input. What do you mean by that?
Sir, it determines leaves the state of input pins set to input or give it the state of the pin.
Okay, Majidi Hawk, are you here? Majidi Hawk. Mushfiqur Rahman, okay, I asked you already now. Muazzul Islam, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the function of the register pin?
স্যার এক্স্যাক্টলি বলতে পারতেছি না
Sorry?
বলতে পারতেছি না স্যার
Please input.
Okay. Niloy? Niloy?
স্যার
Yes.
স্যার আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার আপনি আমাকে ডেকেছিলেন স্যার আমার নেটওয়ার্কের সমস্যা তো স্যার আমি গ্রামের বাড়িতে স্যার আমি আসলে মানে স্পিকার অন
আচ্ছা।
করেছিলাম কিন্তু স্যার মানে ওই কথা যাচ্ছিল না আর কি স্যার
So I was asking what is the function of the register pin?
স্যার সরি স্যার বলতে পারছি না স্যার
Acha. Osama Omais, are you here? Osama?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Okay, what is the function of the register pin?
Sorry, sir, I don't know the answer.
Okay. Tamanna Islam.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum Assalam. What's the function of register pin? PIN. Pin A, pin
So
B, pin
when
C.
we want to give input to when we want to give input, we use this register pin, and when we want to get output, we use the register port.
Right. So pin register that is used to read the incoming data, right?
Yes,
Data
sir.
that is fed to the microcontroller. So that data we can collect from this register pin. Right? There are 4 of them for 4 ports: pin A, pin B, pin C, pin D. Right? Okay, any question, guys?
Sir, was the answer reading data?
What?
Was the answer for the registered reading data? The function of the register pin?
Yeah. To read the data or collect the data, right? Incoming data. Okay, guys, so today we discussed, we don't have much time, 10 minutes left though. We discussed about the different ports, how to set them up, how to send data, how to read and collect the data, incoming data. Right? That's very important, right? For any microcontroller application, right? You have to use the ports, right? So for that you need to set them up, right? Read the data or send the data, right? And then rest is processing the data inside the microcontroller, right? So next class we'll discuss about the how we can send data to some of the output devices. Mostly here we'll use the display devices to see if we can correctly send the data, and some input devices like push button switch or the keypad to see if we can correctly receive the data, receive and read the data, right? So that's for checking purpose, and also to learn how we can display, right, the data on some display devices, right, or how we can enter the data using some other devices. So we have some lecture videos uploaded in the box. So try to go through those lecture videos, at least the lecture videos that covers this part, the digital input output devices. The output devices that we'll discuss, the 2 types, mostly LED and the 7 segment, and there is another LCD. There's not much to discuss, but we'll have some elaborate discussion on LEDs and 7 segment displays. And input device will be using keypad. So try to go through those lectures so that we can have some fruitful and interactive discussion during our this live session.
I have a question about the pin, or registers, the three registers in general.
Sorry?
Okay. Sir, I had a question about the pin and the three registers in general. Sir, okay, can you go back to the slide, the previous slide, the input output?
This one?
Yes. জিনিসটা হচ্ছে যে here it says DDRA.1, right? Then it says port A.1 equals to 0. So when we want an input for any specific here, so মানে any specific bit, মানে তখন কি আমরা মানে data equals to pin.1 করি, মানে নাকি sorry 1 equals to pin.1 করি, pin.A.1 করি, মানে
If you want to read data from a particular pin, let's say pin A, and let's say you're reading from pin 3, right? So pin 1, right? So pin 1 or pin 2. Pin 2 you're reading, so pin A, pin 2. So this is our pin 2, you're reading data somewhere. So that is our input, right?
হ্যাঁ মানে এক্সপ্রেশনটা কেমন হবে, মানে
so of course input to a variable, right? So assigned to a variable, right? So this variable, this is just 1 bit data, so you can declare this at bit x, right? So x can be, right, either 0 or 1, right?
Okay, but is it an error to basically assign মানে ওই যে 1 equals to pin.2, এটা কি একটা হুবহু একটা এরর হয়ে যাবে?
What?
মানে যখন আমরা চেষ্টা করব 1 equals to pin.2 instead of x
1 equals what? 1 is a constant. You have to, on the left you need to have variable, right?
Okay, আচ্ছা.
This is all. How you can assign something to 1?
আচ্ছা আমি ভাবছিলাম যে এমবেডেড সি নতুন মানে ওইটাতে ওই অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট অপারেটরও কি এদিক সেদিক বাই ডাইরেকশনাল হয়ে যাবে কিনা, মানে এটা তো পিনগুলো বাই ডাইরেকশনাল, রাইট? ইনপুটও হতে পারে আউটপুটও হতে পারে, রাইট? তো আমি চিন্তা করছিলাম যে অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট অপারেটরটাও কি বাই ডাইরেকশনাল হবে কিনা, মানে এমবেডেড সি এর ক্ষেত্রে স্পেশাল সি।